So I used to feel unlovable, like not being worthy of love, because I'm someone who has been single all of my life besides 2 weeks in college when I was seeing someone. Other than that, I've been single. So in addition to that, and also realizing I've never been someone that people would always say, oh, Kadeem, he's so good looking. He's so handsome. He's so sexy. I always got, oh, Kadeem is so nice. I was always the nice guy. So when it came to that, I always feel like I fit into the niceness mold. So when I realized, okay, let's do some work to fix this, to say, okay, I am lovable, I am worthy of love. Although growing up, when it came to relationships, especially romantic ones, I always used to see drama. So from my standpoint, I always thought that relationships were always so dramatic. And I said for the longest time, I never wanted to be in one. But when I came to realize, okay, those relationships that I saw when I was younger, that was those people's situations. It's not going to be my situation or my reality. Once I realized that, I said, okay, that's great. Maybe now I'm ready to move forward, have a successful relationship, romantic relationship. So when I decided to do that, to move forward, again, I still had that sense of like, well, I've never been told that I'm attractive, like sexy, desirable. So I always felt for me that my attraction was more geared towards my personality. And in many ways, I still do think that. I will say though that my mindset has shifted. So I went from me feeling like I wasn't attractive to me feeling like I'm now a 10 out of 10. Like, I know I'm hot and sexy, but I realized though that for mainstream culture around the world, different parts of the world, their mainstream culture, I'm still not considered attractive, which is okay. Like, and I don't want you to go in the comments and be like, Kadeem, oh, you're so this, you're so that, you're so cute. I've gotten that before though. Oh, you're so cute. I'm like, babies and dogs are cute. Oh, you're so cute. Okay. But I know for me, again, if you look at, and this is the topic of this particular video, if you go on Tinder and if you have 2 profiles, you have me, and let's say you have Michael B. Jordan. I am going to be, what is it, swipe right. No, this is swipe left. Anyway, you're gonna click the X. I think it's swipe left. You're gonna swipe left on me. Because I'm not in the mainstream culture. I'm not considered to be attractive. But that's okay. Like, I know that for myself. That's totally fine. As long as I feel and I believe I'm attractive. So again, that was another hurdle. Okay, so I've moved past the hurdle. Okay, relationships are dramatic. Okay, that was those people, not going to be my reality. Move past the hurdle. Okay, I know I'm attractive, but maybe to mainstream culture, may not necessarily be attractive. You know, 10 out of 10. That's okay. That's totally fine. Once I moved past those hurdles, I then had to move past the next hurdle, especially when it came to something like Tinder. And that's attachment. Attachment. I realized for me that when it came to Tinder, dating profiles, because I've tried other sort of dating apps too, and I realized for me that if I didn't get a certain number of likes after liking certain people, or if I didn't match with somebody and I would message him and they wouldn't message me back and I would get ghosted, I used to feel so bad. It's like, oh, they don't like me. And then all those thoughts and feelings came to mind. I'm unlovable. See, this is why relationships are so dramatic. I'm not here for this. So once I cleaned up my shit and said, Kadeem, you need to get yourself together and realize that you have something to offer the world. You are lovable. And whether it's Tinder, whether it's meeting people in person, you have something to offer. And it doesn't matter whether someone responds to you or not, because you are living based off of your reality and your truth. And what is your reality? What is your truth? Is to do the work and then let it go. Do the work and then let it go. So do the thing without having any particular expectation of something coming back. It would be nice, maybe if something did come back. But if it doesn't, you know what? That's okay. Because I'm putting in the work, then I'm letting it go. That's the whole thought process behind attachment. So the Buddha says that the cause of suffering is attachment. It doesn't mean that you're not meant to be attached to family and friends and all this stuff. What's really being spoken about or talked about is there are these moments of attaching and then detaching. Attaching, detaching. The suffering is when you don't know when it's time for you to detach, but you stay attached. Think about it this way. You have a cup of water or a cup of coffee, a cup of your favorite drink. Take a sip, right? You hold it, take a sip, hold it, still have it, take a sip, keep sipping, keep sipping. And then when there is no more liquid in the cup, do you still hold on to the cup? Or do you put it down? Do you put it in the sink? Do you throw it away? Maybe you refill it with some more water or some more liquid, some more coffee, whatever. You don't keep holding onto the cup once you're done with the water or once you're done with the liquid, right? You do something different. You have to detach from the cup to then decide what to do with the next, whether to wash it, throw it away, or to put something else in it. In the same way, similar when it comes to relationships. You connect with someone, you have a nice time, maybe on specifically talking about Tinder or other dating apps, you message someone, maybe you like someone, they like you back, you message them. That's the cup. Take a sip. After that, put the cup down. That's it. You do the work, let it go. That's it, let it go. If you get something back in return, great. If not, great. Why? Because you're gonna be great regardless. You're fine regardless. So realizing for me that life is about series of attachments and detachments, knowing when to detach. I mean, there was a prime example where for me, I know when it came to my career before diving deep into wellness, like I felt so upset and so bad when I would not get a call back after I did an audition. Because back then I was doing a lot of acting and performing and choreographing. And if I wouldn't get an audition, if I tried to submit materials and no one would get back to me, I used to get so upset. Why? Because I was not detaching. I did not know to detach. And this process of detaching is actually key when it comes to manifesting and materializing what you want. Because sometimes for some of us, we just want something so much, want it so much, want it so much. We don't have the ability to detach from it so that what we manifest, what we want into our lives, it can't manifest. Why? Because we're not letting it go. We're not letting it detach so that it can go to the higher realm, so it can go to the universe, so that the universe can bring it down to us. It's like you keep holding on to this cup of water. It's like, universe, I want some more liquid. Give me some more liquid. Universe is like, okay, well, put the cup down so I can pour you some more liquid. But if you don't put the cup down, or you don't go over to the refrigerator to get, some more of the liquid, or go somewhere else, guess what? Your cup is going to stay empty. So for me, I also believe that some of the things that maybe I wanted to materialize, I know, granted, I've been able to materialize so many amazing things. Some other things I feel like I wanted to materialize, I didn't, because I was not practicing detachment, the law of detachment. And that brings to mind, some other situations. I know recently also happened to get in contact with someone that I have admired for the past 10 years, specifically within the K-pop and Korean entertainment industry. I'm very much into K-pop, Korean dramas, and Korean food, Korean language. But I was into it before it became popular. I started my journey in 2011. So, yay BTS, yay Blackpink, yay Parasite, yay Squid Game. All those are recent within the past 2, 3, 4 years. I'm an old head. It's been at least 10 years for me, going on 11, 12 years. So this person that I loved, I admired, he happened to see my post. I posted on social media and mentioned that he too was into manifesting, because I was posting something about my class I was having coming up about manifesting. We had this long, deep, in-depth discussion about spirituality and manifesting. I was like, oh my gosh. One of my people that I admired from afar, one of my idols, especially within the industry that I love and like, K-pop. It's like, we're talking, DMing each other, talking about stuff that I'm passionate about and that he too also has a passion for. He said he was gonna come to the class many times. After we were talking, you're gonna come to class? Yeah, send me the link, send me the link. You know? And then guess what? Ghosted. When it came to the class, ghosted. When that happened, what happened with me? I felt so bad. I was like, oh, what happened? He doesn't like me. And then I started going down the sort of prior relationships that I've had in many ways that were similar. Where it was like, see, this is why, I can't trust certain people. This is why, specifically men are a certain way. They're not trustworthy. They, all this stuff. Because again, that has been my past reality when it came to stuff. So I said, okay, Kadeem, let's take a step back here. Why are you feeling this way? I was like, the key. I was still attached. I was attached. But I was attached in my head, because there was someone that I admired, someone that I liked, someone that was, in the industry that I enjoyed. So I was like, oh, so I felt so attached. So when he didn't come to the class, I was like, oh, I feel so bad. So sometimes when you think you get the lesson of certain things, the universe brings things back around to you to really see if you learned it. So for me, I feel like when it comes to Tinder, I've been able to be like, okay, I'm sending out the likes, sending out the messages. That's it, detaching. Not feeling any kind of way if I get blocked, if nobody responds, that's okay. God bless you, boo. I'm gonna be okay. But when it came to this situation, with this K-pop, not really a K-pop idol, not even a star, but I would say well-known in the K-pop industry. And he's actually produced for BTS a few times. So I was like, okay, so here comes the lesson again for me. Maybe I've learned it on one level or one layer, but I'm now learning it on another level, another layer. And I think we have to realize that when sometimes you think you get the lesson for certain things in life, whether it's relationships or career or money or whatever it is, realizing that sometimes there are these layers to certain things, especially when it comes to attaching and detaching. So I say for you, in your life, are there certain situations, certain people, certain instances where maybe you need to practice the law of detachment and say, I'm going to do my best to put out what I'm going to put out and not expect anything in return. If you get something great in return, fantastic. If not, guess what? That's okay too. Because it's about putting yourself out there, putting things out there, and letting it go. Because you have no control over the outcome. You have no control over what someone else is going to say or do, or their outcome, their response. So it's important for us, it's important for you. Do the thing, put it out there, then let it go. Attach, do the thing, and then detach. Let it go. Hope this talk was helpful. Have a good day. Bye-bye.